we have to get this balance really good. And the balance is this. On one side of the fence, you have the fact you're trying to release your nerves. But on the other side of the fence, you don't want to collapse. These two are in opposites to each other. So you're looking for, from your core, a rising, opening energy. And then from everything around your core, you're looking for a softening, relaxing energy. So your core in this sense is going to be your spine, which is going to come up. You have to have some rising energy in your spine. Otherwise, this is where you end up. After a few minutes, it's very obvious. Some people collapse more at the diaphragm, the rib cage comes down into the belly. Others collapse more in the neck, the head comes down into the shoulders. Some do both. Some lean back this way. And you don't want your spine to be collapsing. There's a big difference between relax and collapse. But then if you do this and you have a really strong rising in your spine, now it's too much, your body will not relax at all. So how can we find this balance? Okay. Now from your anatomy, and we'll get into this later, on the front of your spine you have a ligament, and it's your ligaments that are responsible for holding up your body. And this ligament lengthens up and opens up the spine, the anterior longitudinal ligament here. This will open the spine from sacrum all the way up to the occipital bone in the skull. This is why you don't need your back muscles to be tense to hold your body up. Okay? This is why you don't need your stomach muscles to be hard to hold up your body. So this is right deep in your body. And unless you're, really overweight, your ligament on the front of your spine is somewhere near the middle of your body. Yes? So right in the core of your body, you have a rising energy up the front of the spine. And then you want all your back muscles, all your abdominal muscles, your rib cage, your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, to have a sense of release into gravity. And if you relax, gravity will pull it down. Yes? If you just let go of the limb, gravity will draw it down. You need an energy to hold it up. You need some energy to hold it up. You let go and it will go down. So you're looking for this letting go around the whole torso with just this rising energy in the middle. Your organs also want a sense of just letting go to gravity. Now, I've been teaching this material a while, and I say to people in standing practices, I say to people, oh, let go of your arms, and their response is, yes, this is not letting go. This is doing something. This is activation. And the yin energy is about letting go of, not doing something with. Yes? So we're looking to cultivate this letting go, but not to the point of collapse. It's actually easier to do in standing, but then your legs get engaged, and like I say, after a while you start feeling the deeper tensions in the thighs, in the lower spine. Okay? So we're starting here with sitting, and then when we go to standing, generally, people can relax more in sitting, but then they go more towards collapse. And generally, people don't let go in standing. So how can we take the two positives, the not collapsing in standing and the letting go in sitting, and have them in both modules? You've really got to get inside your body and grab your spine as a separate entity to the rest of your body. And your spine goes up and the rest of the body comes down. That's what you're looking for. Okay? Now, I gave a few of you an adjustment with the neck because it was, particularly collapsed or jutting forward. Now, you have another issue here. If you can get your alignments perfect, that would be fantastic, yes? Each vertebrae, one on top of the other, yes? And the spinal cord in the center, absolutely plumb vertical and straight. And now you have a really well-constructed building, yes? But we have these natural curves in the body, yes? And to a degree, those curves are good for us, but to a degree, they're not, yes? Especially when you're sitting, you wouldn't want this curve in your lower spine. This is not going to help you. And you'll notice naturally when you sit, this area in your lower spine becomes flatter than when you stand. So you're looking for this area to be very straight. Now, depending on the tension in the fascial bands and the ligaments between the head and the chest, and the head and the spine, to how much you're going to be able to get your head back over your shoulders. Okay? So you're looking for drawing the chin back and getting the head over the torso, yes? You're looking for. Now, if you're too strong with that, you're going to put a lot of tension in the body and it can come into the occiput, which is a real no-no, yes? The area of the occiput and the atlas vertebrae. You really don't want any tension in this area. And if you're lazy with it, then your head's just going to be drooping forward. So you've really got to get your 70% of effort correct here. Now, whether you're sitting or whether you're standing, the aim of the game is to get your alignments as best you can and then to completely release and relax the nerves and the tissues, which means you're going to make a certain amount of effort in getting the head aligned, the spine up, and then you're going to work on relaxing and releasing the nerves and the tissues. Now, the longer you sit or stand, the deeper you want that to go. And then you bring in the circular breathing for the purpose of the out-breath releases the nerves. And you maintain that level of relaxation through the in-breath. The in-breath is designed to ignite the fight or flight response. And whenever you take a sharp in-breath, your whole nervous system spikes. So the purpose of the smooth in-breath is to bypass that signal and to allow the relaxation to remain as you breathe in and then to increase the level of relaxation as you're breathing out. And then you link this into one smooth continuum. So, just to recap, you get your alignments as best you can. Not strain, but not collapsed. 70% of your effort. You relax and release consciously your nerves from the crown of your head through the body down to your lower dantian. And then you bring in your breathing to deepen the level of relaxation and to allow all the tissues and all the organs to sink more. And when you get that space in the body, to open up the spine and the ligaments in the spine that little bit more, but without going into tension and without going into collapse. And slowly but surely over time, the spine will come up more and more, and the soft tissues of the body will sink more and more, creating a stretch that is very soft, very gentle, but it will access the deeper layers of tension in the body.